for Maryland. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Washington football team. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now we get our first peek at the Ravens offense, and at the helm, of course, the most valuable player of the NFL in 2019, Lamar Jackson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
6-yard pickup.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
31-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. There goes Mark Ingram. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Mark Ingram, the ball carrier.
Mark Ingram. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it. Because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum. But you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Haskins will throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A gain of
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
intercepted.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Washington.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They go play action now. Haskins forced out to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Damarius Randall. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
2nd and 10 at the 35.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Washington, nothing.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Ingram. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 2nd down now, it's Ingram, and he gets it down to the 32.
Mark Ingram, the ball carrier.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Jackson's pass. Complete.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own 19.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally.
Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Jackson now off the bootleg. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Tucker's kick is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
17.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw again. Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And it's 17-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd.
Jackson's.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. With the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
At the 25-yard line. Washington will take over.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
They'll take over.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Looking sideline, incomplete. So we've reached... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Washington, 7.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the 2nd half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He's to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Open man is Antonio Gandy Golden. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Washington. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
throwing now. Haskins on first down. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth...
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And Washington able to make this a close game again. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. This pass into the arms of Snead. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
Jackson's pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's second and...
Good position to be in here, second and inches. Jackson throwing here, complete to Boyle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 28. This is Ingram on first and 10. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Number 21, Mark Ingram.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 6.
From the 24, Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Andrews.
Jackson.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On third down, Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Landon.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
A 40-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will make this a 9-point lead.
Ravens 23.
So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 75 yards. And Washington has made this a one-score game. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The ball switches back over to Mark Ingram and the Ravens. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
At the 30.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Ingram again. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Ingram, the ball carrier.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Reuben Foster.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on first down. Ingram. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Mark Ingram, the
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
42-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And now Jackson will look to throw it. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Ravens on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Third down.
Operating from the gun. Jackson under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Chase Young in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead.
At their own 20.
And the Washington offense going back to work. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So here's Haskins in the Washington offense. Down by 2, a minute 53 remaining. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
46-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 46 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Jackson. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chase Young in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10. At their own 16-yard.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for one, maybe two more plays.
Covered by Patrick Queen.
Haskins going to try to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put...